Have you ever had one of those moments where you hear someone share a story, maybe a podcast, a video, or just a friend talking, and something inside you just says, yes, that's me. You don't even have to know the person. You might live on the opposite side of the world, but for that one moment, you feel seen, you feel understood, and for a second, you don't feel so alone. That's the power of stories. And that's what I want to talk about today, why I keep sharing mine. This is Clay Johnson. Welcome back. I have to start with gratitude. Over 100 of you have subscribed to my channel, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. If you've been listening to my previous episodes, you know I talk a lot about real life, the messy parts, the doubts, the moments when I don't have it all figured out. And honestly, sometimes I wonder if I'm sharing too much. There are times I hit record and think, does anyone really need or want to hear this? But every time I question it, I'll get a message from someone who says, Clay, that episode, it felt like you were talking directly to me. And that's when I remember, this isn't about perfection or performance. It's about connection. You see, when I share a story about my struggles, whether it's about body image, work stress, or learning just to be still, it's not because I have it all figured out. It's because I'm in it, just like you. I used to believe that sharing my story meant having to show strength, to wrap it up with a lesson or a happy ending. But that's not real. That's not real life, is it? Real life is messy, complicated, uncertain. And the truth is, sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that are still being written. When I started opening up, really opening up, something shifted. People began to tell me their stories too, about loss, about fear, about rebuilding after everything fell apart. And suddenly, I realized this is what being human is all about. Not pretending we're okay, but letting others in when we're not. I think a lot about how easy it is to feel disconnected today. We're more connected than ever, online, on social media, but many of us completely feel unseen. We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. We scroll and scroll, trying to fill that empty space, hoping something will make us feel less alone. But then we hear someone's real story, not the filtered one, and it's like a breath of fresh air. Because honesty cuts through the noise. It reminds us we're not broken. We're just human. And that's why I keep sharing mine. Because I know what it's like to carry shame, to hide parts of myself I thought people wouldn't understand. And I also know the freedom that comes from saying, this is me. Not the perfect version, the real version. When we tell the truth about our lives, we start to loosen up the grip of shame. We start to see ourselves with a little more compassion. And we give others permission to do the same. Maybe you're listening right now and there's something you've been holding back, something you've never said out loud because it feels too heavy or too complicated. I get it. But here's what I've learned. You don't have to shout your story from the rooftops. You just need to start by telling the truth, even if it's only to yourself. That's where healing begins. And when you're ready, share it with a friend, a loved one, a journal, or maybe even the world, because you never know who might need to hear it. Your story might be the exact thing someone else needs to hear in order to feel less alone today. So if you ever wonder why I keep showing up here week after week, it's because I believe in that power, the power of words, the power of honesty, the power of us walking through this messy, beautiful life together. We may come from different places, speak different languages, have different stories, but underneath it all, we're the same. We're all just trying to make sense of it, to love and be loved, to feel like we belong. And maybe that's what storytelling really is, a reminder that even when life feels isolating, we are never truly alone. So thank you. Thank you for listening, for being part of this space, and for sharing your own stories with me. You matter. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And if you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. You don't need to have it all figured out to share who you are. You just need to show up as you, because that's enough. These are the stories that connect us. Until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to your story, and remember, someone out there needs to hear it.